everybody! It's been a long time, hasn't it? Let me know if audio is, if I'm too loud or if the music is too loud. I haven't really put this stuff together in a long time. I did a couple test recordings to make sure, but I still haven't done this in like, I think 2 years now. So, yeah. Hi. It's nice to see you guys again. I am sorry. I have been gone so damn long. My life has been kind of insane. Let me say hello. Hi, Blanky Cat. Hi, William. Hi. I hate usernames. Eric. Omnitox. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. The Castle of Nothing. It's nice to see everybody here. Thank you for coming and sticking around, especially when I've just been absolutely dead for a really long time. I appreciate it. But yeah, I'm not really sure what we're doing this stream. I got the bug yesterday after I put my coming out post. If you guys don't know, this Friday came out as a lesbian. I've kind of softly come out on most of my social media, but I finally made like a designated post. And I don't know, interacting with people, and it just got me wanting to do it again. Hi, Nods and Understanding. That's a fantastic username. I love that. So I have a few options of what we want to do, but I think for now I'm just going to sit and chat with you guys and kind of catch up before I start throwing polls in the chat, because I have a couple ideas what I want to do. I know that I want to draw some sort of fan art, or just art of hot ladies, because let's be honest, that's all I did in my channel anyway before any of that coming out. It's nonsense. So, that nothing's gonna change there, but I have like 3 different ideas, one of which is not in the description, because my friend actually gave me the idea while I was getting ready, and I'd already put everything out, and I was like, well, damn, that would have been perfect, wouldn't it? So, yeah. Here's, let's see here. Just checking chat. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for coming. I'm surprised anybody even showed up after I've been just completely dead for a while. I haven't been completely off the face of the earth. Totally. I started posting back on Instagram again earlier in the year. I've also, if you guys have known me for a really long time, you know that my first, like, live show was Roll for Damage, and that actually ended, finally. Scales Above is over, and we had the finale, and I was in that. I don't know when that's going to be posted, but I'll do a community tab when it's up if you guys want to see Nia's conclusion. But yeah, I guess we should get on to what I think we're gonna do today. So what I'm thinking about, I have 3 options for what we can draw. And I'm actually gonna go ahead and pull something up on my canvas before I cycle us over there. Then I'll whack some polls in the chat, and oh god, I just got darker. I didn't account for that. Sorry, my lighting's terrible. I'm still learning how to do all this shit. So obviously, as per my description says, that I'm either gonna draw hot tieflings, because you can't go wrong with hot tieflings. Some Hades 2 art, fan art, which is quite frankly probably gonna be Melanoi or Nemesis. Probably Melanoi. I've drawn Nemesis a lot. If you want to see those, I have a Tumblr and an Instagram, and I'm finally trying to post more on Bluesky because I abandoned Twitter. Yeah, if you want to see hot Nemesis and Melanoi art, you can check my Tumblr. It is spicy though, just as a warning. But the other thing I was thinking of, and I find it completely ridiculous that I didn't think of this before my friend said I should, if I could find the folder, is that I'm actually about to be starting a new campaign with my regular group, my Thursday group. They're the people I've been through TOA with. We just went through a homebrew campaign called Plight of Monteria. Alright, okay, I can already see my friends in the chat saying I have to do option 3. So option 3 is actually drawing my next character for my Thursday game. It's like entire like desert airship, like magic tech. It's really fun, and I'm gonna be playing a Circadin named Flint Talonray, and she is just an absolute gay disaster, and I love her to bits. And if I could get a good picture that's not going to get me in trouble with YouTube, because she's very easy for me to draw pinups of. Here we go. I'll go ahead and switch us over to the canvas real quick so that you guys can see. This is Flint. So this is one of the options. I'm gonna put a poll in the chat in a few minutes. But she is just so much fun for me to draw. I love her. Her design's very fun. I get to, like, I love these colors. I love drawing her hair. All of her scales are always all super, super fun. I have a couple unfinished pieces of her that I can show. She's just an absolute disaster. I adore her, though. So, options are going to be either we collab on some tieflings, I draw some Hades fan art, or I draw Flint. And I'll put a thing in the chat in a few minutes. I just want to see some people have popped in. Hi, the cat behind. Omnitox, what have you been... How have I been these last 2 years? Busy. My life has kind of been... I'm going to just transition back real quick. My life has been a mess. And it's about to be even more of a mess because I have to move. I've just been very busy. I've been working a lot. And, you know, just adult things. And living in late-stage capitalism things, you know. Uh-oh. The star of the show might be coming up. Hi, buddy. I guess this is the best time to reveal. I also got this guy. This is Levi. He is the neediest cat ever. He's my scraggly dumpster cat. I found him by a dumpster. And I'm not even kidding. I found him by a dumpster. He's gonna be doing this the entire stream. I didn't think anybody would mind how fucking adorable this cat is. Except I can't get him in frame! There we go. There we go. So he was found, by my old, I used to work at this hotel, and, I found him. He just kept, like, hanging around the laundry door near the dumpster, and I just felt so bad for him. I just wanted to give him a home. So I tricked him into a cat carrier, took him home. He's actually, I don't know if you'd be able to see this on camera, because you might be able to see it there. He's got a straight cut across this ear, and that basically means, I don't know if other states do this, but here in Florida, the Humane Societies, when they catch a cat, and are going to spay them or neuter them or give them the shots and release them for feral cats, they clip their ear to make sure that they don't get, like, caught and tagged again. And he just happened to come to me with his shots, and he's already fixed. He's now got a microchip. And yeah, he's a good boy. And he is probably loving all of the virtual belly rubs and snuggles and treats everybody is showing him. Oh dear. It was only a little deceit, Joe. Joe Wallow, hi, by the way, welcome to the stream. Dakota W, welcome to the stream. Yes, I'm happy to be back. I don't even know what caused this. I just got, like, the bug last night where, like, I kind of want to stream. I miss streaming. So, sorry, very important thing. Sorry, I had to, my sister, I have to always respond to her. Just, you know, it's the rules. Oh my goodness, he just settled down. Now this is gonna be a problem because I have to put my tablet in my lap, and now he's in my lap, so we're just gonna have to deal with that. But yes, so he's my rescue kitty, and he's fitting in perfectly well at home with the other cats. I don't know how he's gonna handle the move, but we'll see. Well, yeah, so one more time before I banish him. Not really, I'm just gonna put him on the bed. But oh, he looks so scared. Why are you being so dramatic? This is Levi. He is my scraggly dumpster cat. I will commit actual crimes for him, probably. Please, YouTube, I'm being hyperbolic. Please don't demonetize me. I'm sorry. Alright, now how can I deposit you? Do you wanna go on the table back here? I'm not sitting on the table. Do you want to sit on the table? Hey! If he wants to sit here, we'll move the projector, buddy, so you're not in the way. But if you want to sit there, you like to sit there when I don't want you to sit there, so I might as well take advantage of the fact that you're in frame, right? Right. So I'm gonna go ahead and put out the poll, and for new people coming in, I'm gonna transition the screen again to see what the third option is. But the options for tonight are either I draw some hot tieflings, Hades 2 fan art, or this absolute gay disaster. And I blew out my mic, and I'm sorry. I'm gonna move it away from me slightly and tone myself down a little. I'm very hyper. I don't know why I'm this hyper either. I haven't had caffeine or sugar today. Who knows? Alright, I'm making that poll now. I swear. Alright, so the options are hot tieflings, which I understand they're everybody's kryptonite. They are definitely my kryptonite. I love tieflings so damn much. I'm playing this one tiefling mom right now, and she does things to me. So we've got hot tieflings, Hades 2 fan art, which will most likely be Melanoy. I'll just put Mel. And then Flint. Gay disaster, Flint. Alright, I think I know who's gonna win based on what the chat seems to be saying, but there's the poll. Let's see how this goes. So, oh. Alright, so it is definitely, oh my god. Alright, so Flint is winning very, very fast, but we will see. It's only been 6 votes, so I'm going to give everybody a chance to vote. Poll is in chat. Yes, I love tieflings too. Actually, while I'm on my art screen, why don't I just show you guys the other tiefling I'm playing? Huh? It's been a while, and I might as well. Where is it? I'm playing this is a tiefling woman named Yenna Borovok. She is the whole setting. If you guys have followed my Instagram, I started a campaign where we opened with a snowball fight, and that was as children with a snowball fight. Oh my god, gay disaster is winning. I'm not mad about that. Let's see. Well, we'll pull this one up. Because she is a Drake Warden, which is quickly becoming my favorite. Rangers, I genuinely think, are becoming my favorite martial class. And I have no shame. They're so underrated, and people need to stop with the Ranger hate. So this is Yenna. And where is Chime? Is that Chime? Yeah, there he is. Chime is now a big boy. If you guys have followed me for any length of time, you know that I love tieflings, I love dragons, and I love silver dragons specifically, so this should not surprise anybody at all that this is what I came up with. So, yeah, I think Flint's winning. I think we're gonna go with Flint. She is winning by a wide margin. I'm sorry to everybody who wants to see hot tieflings, and I'm sorry for baiting you with hot tieflings. I hope that my adorable cat here will, like, smooth that over. So, we're gonna draw Flint! Let's do it! Yeah, okay, well listen, alright. Flint is nothing if she doesn't look like an absolute gay disaster. Alright, so let's just get rid of these here. And, well, let's start deciding what we're gonna draw Miss Flint doing then, huh? Has to be appropriate, unfortunately. I have plenty of drawings of her not being appropriate, but unfortunately I have to conform to the YouTube gods. Where's my pen? Oh, hold on. So, I didn't set up this live stream very well. Just gonna be, I kind of just, like, came home from work, frantically set everything up, and then, like, flung everything onto my bed, and that apparently included my tablet pen. Good job, me. Right, so, let me just get a bit more comfortable here. And I'm going to go ahead and, let's see, we'll go ahead and probably pull these over into the other screen so I have some references. Because despite the fact this woman is beautiful, and I would, like, I spent a very long time designing her, and I would commit crimes for her, I still, like, constantly need references, because I put so many details on her, like, let me pull this up, because I'm gonna need it anyways. I have, like, references that are just so I can, like, keep track of her piercings, and how her scales are laid out, because this is what I wanted to do, I guess. So, go ahead and move that over. So, a little bit, I guess, while I start getting this together and start setting, getting my layout over here set up so I can still see chat. Let's see, we'll move that there. Flint is, as I said, she's a Sorkadin, which, if you don't know, is a sorcerer paladin, because I freaking love that class combination. Never mind that I just got finished playing Neo, that was basically that. I love that class combination. It's broken and it's fun. Trayden, hello! Viv Games. Viv Games? Viv Games. I'm gonna call you Viv Games, and if I'm wrong, please correct me, and I'm sorry. But hi, and thank you. I'm happy to be back. Uh-oh. You're gonna hear computer noises for a second, and I'm sorry. I need to restart my tablet. So, my cat, my lovely, lovely cat has this habit where he... Oh my god, he's still there. I'm sorry you guys can just see his butt, but that's just what you're getting. I'm sorry. He has this lovely habit of jumping up on my lap or jumping on my computer tower, which is like right under here, under my desk, on this side. But a lot of times I set my tablet on top of my computer tower and I forget to turn it off because I'm great with I'm sorry. I shouldn't be looking at my friends' chats to me in my friends' DMs because they know I'm doing this while I'm also streaming. That's gonna just distract me. God. Now I remember why I stopped streaming, because I lose my train of thought so often. But basically, he jumps up on here, and this is a new tablet to me-ish. I think since the last time I was on, this is a new tablet. It's so fucking gigantic. This is the Wacom Intuos Pro, I think XL? It's massive, and I love the sensitivity it has. It's great. It's got amazing pressure sensitivity. It is very responsive. It does, like, on this picture of Flint here, I do not think I could have done these clouds without just how sensitive and light the pressure of this tablet is. And I'm sorry if I'm rambling about something that some of, like, you guys in the chat might not know. This is kind of just, if you do digital art, you know how good a good responsive tablet is, and it's easily the best one I've ever had. And it's massive, but it also has a bunch of modes that I don't understand, nor do I use. Like, it'll lock it to one of my screens and, like, set it on this weird stabilizing function to where it, like, it slows down my cursor, or it'll be stuck in what's called precision mode, and it drives me insane. Machudon? I think that's how you say your name? Hello, thank you, it's good to be back. Anyway, I was talking about multiclassing until I went on this tangent, as I tend to do. So, Flint is a Sorkadin. She is a draconic sorcerer, if it's not obvious, and a vengeance paladin. I can't say a lot about her because I know one of my players is in the chat, and I'm not giving spoilers to you, but she is she's probably the youngest character I've ever played. Like, even Nia was 20. Flint is 19. She is a true baby, and somehow we're gonna let her captain the ship. I should, like, jump into what is the context of this campaign is that we are all crew of an airship. We've all elected who's gonna be who. I'm glad you're here for tangents because that's exactly what you're getting. So this is all This is, no, I'm not going to tell you to leave Cat behind, because then you can just watch the playback and get the spoilers. No spoilers, sorry. This is why I censor everything on Instagram, because I know that, I know that Maddie will also see it, so no. God, I'm so ADHD right now. It's actually painful. I should probably pause and take a drink. I've been talking and like yelling for like 5 minutes. Yes, air pirates. Thank you, Traden, for getting me back on track. It is a swashbuckling kind of campaign. It's kind of swashbuckling, faction politics, adventuring. That's kind of what we're going for. And we're all members of a crew of an airship. We aren't pirates per se. We're more like freelance, we're more like freelance contractors with an airship that you can hire. Although I'm sure we would probably do some not great legal things, as every D&D party does, I'm sure. But I was the one who wanted to take the captain's role, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put a child, an actual child, just an actual baby, as the airship captain. And then here's Flint. So she's about 19. She's very loud and bombastic. I've been practicing her voice for a while. No, I'm not gonna do it, because again, I want it to be a surprise to my players, and I know my friends are watching. But she's very loud and bombastic, but very charismatic personality. She's very free-spirited. Hashtag war crimes. I don't know what you're talking about. I've never committed a war crime in D&D ever. Regardless of what anybody who knows me in this chat is about to say, I've never done a single thing wrong in a campaign. I've been nothing but an angel. So... Ascension? Hi, welcome to the stream, and I'm sorry that you jumped into me saying that I was gonna make a child a captain. There is context, I swear. Also, she's 19. She's not an actual child. She's just what I would consider a child, being my old, nearly 30-year-old self. So, alright. So we're gonna get on to the drawing now, because I am not sure what I want to have Flint doing. I guess some things you should know about Flint is that she's a huge stoner. My DM and I had a joke about her being a stoner for a while that evolved from a joke of her being a stoner to just actually she is one, and it's how she communicates with her god. For those of you who are curious, this campaign, my DM loves making regional pantheons, and I fucking adore when he does make a regional pantheon. So this campaign's pantheon is entirely based on the elements. So Flint follows the god of air, Zephyr, which, you know, shouldn't surprise anyone with the way that she sounds. Because Zephyr's ideals are all about creativity and freedom and change and embracing change and adaptability, and that's kind of just Flint in a nutshell. She's perfectly content to fly around Bast wherever the hell she goes. She doesn't like to be locked down to places, so it became a joke that she was just a stoner because haha, why not? It's funny. And then it turned into, no, actually, that's how she communicates with her god, is that she uses a specific herb that she burns in a hookah. So we can draw her doing that. She's also just a huge thrill seeker. She is a, no, not the periodic elements, the Avatar The Last Airbender elements. It's the only thing I can think of every time we talk about the 4-element religion, is I just think of the Avatar opening. So, Flint is also a huge thrill seeker. She, one of the pictures I put up was her sand surfing. There is sand surfing races in Bast, in Backbone, in the city we start in. So, could draw her doing that. She's also an arena fighter called the Crimson Wyvern. So we could we draw something with that, or we could just draw, well, almost dropped my pen. Or we could just, you know, draw her just sitting around being hot, because I'm kind of absolutely okay with that, because any day I get to draw Flint is a good day, personally. Because I do it way too much, and I'm trying to make sure that I don't put something up that's spoilery, because I did not organize my, files well. Well, okay, as somebody who absolutely is a stoner, and if you don't know that about me, hi. I don't know how you didn't know, but hi, I'm a stoner. You do actually feel like you talk to God sometimes if you fucking smoke enough, so I thought this was perfectly funny and reasonable. Oh, now my sister, my sister just gave me an idea. Alright, I know what I'm gonna do. Sorry, anybody who may or may not have had a suggestion, but little sister trumps it. Sorry. That's how siblings work. So that means I need to pull this up. So my sister has suggested that I draw Flint flirting with a hot tiefling while smoking her hookah. I'm gonna edit that slightly because Flint is a committed woman. Thank you. She doesn't cheat. But Flint is actually with a genasi that will probably come into the campaign pretty early, and I've been pretty liberal showing her to my party, so I'm not worried. But this is Locke. Yes, I named them Flint and Locke because I wanted that to be their ship name. Leave me alone. So what I think we're gonna do is draw Flint in, like, probably something closer to... I've drawn her in a hookah lounge before, but I didn't, like, actually finish it, nor did I put Locke in the picture. So, I think we're probably gonna do something similar to this here, which means I'm gonna have to keep this up for the hookah reference. But we'll probably have her looking a little bit on cloud nine, with her... with Locke off to the side, probably also enjoying herself, let's be honest. Alright, so let me go ahead and maneuver all of this over. Oh, don't dare. No, come on. Maneuver all of this over onto my other screen. Just bear with me, guys, and just look at how beautiful Flint is. That's what I always encourage, is people look at how beautiful Flint is. There's very rare times that I specifically write in my character's, like, in, like, the character document I give my DMs. I'm pretty, God, I read chat and then my head fucking fell out of my brain again. Damn. I completely lost it. I need to, like, get a sticky, like, start putting sticky notes underneath my monitor. so that I can actually stay on topic. I was talking about character documents. I'm one of those players that, this is largely from playing with my group and the fact that my DM does give out a questionnaire, like a very nice, like, detailed questionnaire to help build characters and get a feel for them. I have only written that I'm intended for a character to be beautiful twice. Flint is the second time. So if I don't draw her to be pretty, the world just is fucking out of balance. Alright, so first I think we'll start by probably blocking out where they are. So I've talked about this before. While our airship is not going to start this way, I've talked about this before, that as soon as Flint gets a captain's quarters, she's just throwing nothing but pillows in there. She's also a Yuan-Ti, just if anybody's wondering what she is, she's a Yuan-Ti. So a lot of fun snake vibes that I get to play with. So I'm just going to yeet a bunch of pillows all over this. I think we'll, like, put some cushions everywhere to be like an actual, like, hookah, like, cushion lounge. and we'll find a way to put Flint and Locke in there. So we should probably start by getting some cushions down. So I'll probably say this is the table. She's a hissy. Yes. Okay. So I need to give context to this one. So because my DM is a fucking god tier DM, like seriously, I cannot sing my DM enough praises. He's like, I've been playing with this person for I think 5 years now, 4 or 5 years, in 2 different campaigns, twice a week. And I would not give up those campaigns for anything. And in their effort to make this world ever more like expansive and fun, they went and they made like local, like colloquial names for different races. Like tieflings are called Spice because they come in so many different like colors and flavors, I guess. You've got orcs that are called Duners. You have people from a very specific organization. Good job, Shelby. Organization called the Order of the Onyx Star, which is a reference to a previous campaign. They're called the Dreamers because they're always dreaming big and investigating all these ruins. And the Yuan-Ti are called Hissies, and I'm partially responsible for that because Ash was looking for names to call them, and I jokingly said Hissy, and then everybody jumped on it, and I was just like, well, this is Flint's life now. So yes, Flint is a Hissy by Bast, like, colloquial names for races. Flint is a Hissy. Alright, so that's just gonna have to be a table. That's a table, right? Nobody's gonna argue with me that that's not a table covered in a blanket. So we're just gonna leave it there. Okay. When did I draw this all the way over here? I've never really been that exposed to playing a Yuan-Ti before. But honestly, what kind of got me really into it was was like, the first time I've ever had a player character that lasted, that was a Yuan-Ti, was actually Davi's character from Necrohunt, Nathaniel. I'm sure all of you fucking know Nathaniel. He was a crowd favorite if you watched Necrohunt. Everybody loved the Banana Man. I just went back and watched Necrohunt not too long ago. It's nice to relive. But, like, before then, my only experience with Yuan-Ti as a whole had been the Yuan-Ti Fane of the Night Serpent thing in Tomb of Annihilation. If you know, you know. If you don't, I'm not gonna spoil, because it was actually one of the more fun sections of the module. And my DM wanted us to play different races, and we were in a part of the world where there is we're in a part of the world where there is an elven empire that is just creating Yuan-Ti as, creating Yuan-Ti as war fodder. So there's a lot of Yuan-Ti refugees that are pouring into Bast to escape. And I was either going to make a Yuan-Ti or a Genasi, because there's also a region where there's a ton of Genasi. And so what I did instead was I made 2 of them and made them girlfriends. Because that's what we do here. By the way, I recently discovered that Clip has a liquefy tool and my fucking life has changed. Like, I don't know what I did without this. This has made me this has saved so many sketches for me. And I feel so stupid that I did not realize that Clip Studio had a liquefy tool until, like, I want to say, like, 2 or 3 weeks ago. So that happened. Very off topic, but I just had to use it, so I'm gonna jump to it, as I typically do. We all know I don't stay on topic here, it's fine. Oh, God. I feel like I'm talking so fast. I'm so hyper, I don't know why. So, there's no caffeine in this tea either. This is orange tea. There's nothing, like, who knows? I've barely had any sugar today. I didn't even have coffee today. I don't know why I'm this hyper. Cushions. Let's actually fucking move on, Shelby, and draw the fucking cushions. So, let's see, we'll put a cushion here, and we'll put one over here. I haven't even thought about how I'm gonna put the girls on here yet, but you know what? We'll figure it out. Put more cushions. We'll put one here because this is obviously a communal space. I think I've said this in my group before, but when I was saying that Flint's room is going to be nothing but cushions on the floor, anybody is welcome to come and get high with her. She fucking loves it. So I imagine her room just being a big hookah lounge, honestly. Maybe it is. I don't know if it's just anxiety or just like, oh my god, I'm back and I have to be animated and shit. Fuck, let's go. I won't lie, this is I do kind of want to do this more often because I'm having a blast right now. This is great. I don't know if I'm gonna do it more here or on Twitch, if I'm honest, but I'm enjoying this right now. And it's nice to see that people were willing to come back and watch after 2 years of radio silence. I guess while I'm like blocking this out, I'll probably address a few things that I saw a lot, because even if I wasn't posting a lot, I was still seeing comments, because I don't like go totally, I wasn't like totally like going dark here, but so I guess I'll kind of start addressing some of that. Let's see, the hookah will be from about here to here. I guess for starters, Into the Farwood, if you guys followed that, I know that there was like, it didn't, like, that series didn't get a ton of traction, but the traction it did get was people really enjoying it, and I just want to say I'm sorry that I haven't put out the next episode yet. I'm actually kind of going in an entirely different direction with how I'm telling that story, because at first I was going to transcribe my notes into like an actual novel, because frankly they're all written like that anyway. All of my notes from that campaign were written as if they were journal entries from my character, and I realized A, this is taking too long, and B, Shelby, you're an okay writer, but you're not like a novelist, and while I'm certain I could if I had like, if I could make it like interesting if I like took my time and probably had my sister come and help me out a lot with it, it could have turned out well. But I really want to I think want to turn it into a graphic novel, and that's kind of where that story is going, and I'm gonna start from basically the beginning. So Farwood will not be getting any resolution for a little while, because it's taking me a while to do. I want to do this justice. I've never done a project this big before, but it seemed like a really fun way to scratch the creative itch that I've had for a while and just haven't been able to act on, because, you know, working in this fucking late stage capitalism busted society is fucking soul draining at times. And I want to like make it good, right? Because it's still to this day my favorite campaign I've ever finished was the campaign Into the Farwood came from. So that's where that's going. And I hope to be able to give more updates about it relatively soon. But that's where that is right now. Just before anyone asks, that's where that is. I really want to get it out sooner, but again, I work a lot, and it's a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. Honestly, what I might end up doing if I keep these streams up is I might honestly just stream the process of me, maybe not drawing the panels, but like, you know, working on editing the panels, doing the character references, because I always do character references before I do anything, so I have something to obviously reference and look back at, and maybe talk about what's already been talked about in the show. Aw, thank you for all the hearts, guys. So that's where that is. So that's where that project is. It's going. It's just kind of been pulled back behind the scenes a little bit. It's not on hold. It's just kind of in production still. I've never done a project that big before. So I'm gonna put a couple more cushions here, I think. As for other stuff, I think most of you know by now, I don't have a lot more D&D stories to tell that are, like, bad. I have a couple. A couple that, like, there was one that I was like, I swear I'll never tell it, but honestly, it's been, like, 6 years since this scenario happened, and everybody in this scenario, is either no longer, like, associated with each other, don't even go by their screen names anymore, or just I'm cool with and have gotten their permission to tell the story. So that's one I've had in the works for a while. I actually started recording for that one last December. But I didn't get around to finishing it because, again, work. And I have a story that's pretty recent, and by pretty recent, I mean it was the death of a campaign that was directly about the last video I did talking about campaigns. I don't know how many of you guys saw it, but I put out a video about, I want to say 2 years ago. I can actually fact check just to make sure here. A year ago. It was about a year ago. Called I Nuked the Campaign, and it was about a series of character decisions I made that ended up causing the end of a campaign. Well, the campaign that turned into died a pretty sad death, if I'm honest with you. And I kind of want to tell the story, but I'm also, like, a bit wary because I don't want to tell it in a way that is mean. Not that I think I've ever had a problem with that. I like to think that I'm very fair in how I tell these kinds of stories, and I like to think that I do a pretty good job of being like, you know, this is not, this DM is not a horrible person, or this person who was this way in the story is not, like, the worst human to ever exist. It's a fucking board game. You know, it's not that deep, fam, but, like, it also is, like, hard because for me to to kind of, go ahead and block some heads in here while I can. It's hard for me to settle on doing it, I think is what I'm trying to say, because I don't want... Okay, if you play D&D, you know that it's a pretty intimate experience between you and the group you're in, at least if you play D&D the way I do, and by that, I don't mean anything inappropriate. I mean that this is a story that all of you guys are telling, and you are telling this story with, like, you're putting your emotions into it. You are pretending to be this character and feel their emotions and go through what they're going through for, like, upwards of 4, sometimes 5 hours. And that can, like, that's why you get so attached to your characters. And it's why a lot of DMs that maybe aren't, like, the best DMs in the world get so angry when things don't go the way they plan them, is because it's such a... Let me flip that. That neck is not working. It's because it can be so... yeah, it's a group passion project. Thank you, Trayden. You said what I'm trying to say in 5 minutes and 1 sentence. Congratulations. Livy, hello! Welcome to the stream. Hey, I just wanted to say that your story about coming out to buy is at first really resonated to me because I started out in a similar place. Not to put the D&D conversation on hold, I think it's very common, and that's kind of what I was getting from a lot of people I was talking to, is that it was common. I think the reasons why I was calling myself bi were relatively problematic, because as I said in my post, it was a lot of me thinking that that was the safer thing to come out as, because that made me less, I don't want to say abnormal, because there's absolutely nothing abnormal about being gay or bi or trans or LGBT in any way, shape, or form. And if you disagree with me, get the fuck out of my stream. I don't want you here. So I feel like that, like, it was very validating to know that that seemed like it was a much more common experience. Not that it makes my problematic way of how I was treating my sexuality, at least I view it as problematic, any less so. But yeah, no, it was very comforting to know that I wasn't the only person in the world that did that. Not that I thought that on that extreme of a scale, but you know what I mean. You know, when you're, so, you know. You're in a space live. Thank you, Dakota. It's very sweet, and like I said in my post, I'm very happy where I am right now. Honestly, I think I'm more comfortable in my skin now than I've been in most of my life, and that's including when I was 19 and came out as some version of queer. So it's crazy now because I'm like 27 now, and I'm just now kind of figuring out where I am. But I guess that's kind of, you know, the experience. Some people know what they are, and some people need like a lot of time. And a lot of processing, and frankly, I had a lot of internalized homophobia that I needed to work out. I not that I want to entirely blame my environment, but I grew up in the Deep South where this is not a very accepted thing, with relatively, like, liberal parents who were pretty okay with it, but still, my environment was not very accepting of it, so it took me a really long time to kind of, you know, work through all that shit, but I'm glad that I did. I won't make this entire stream how I came out talk, because I feel like that's an entirely different thing. That'll probably be, if I do stream again, that'll probably be later this month at a designated actual Pride stream, because I haven't done one of those in a really long time. But I don't want to make any promises, just in case, you know, my life gets crazy and I can't. But yeah, I think that was, I agree with what you're saying, Livy. And it's, again, it is very comforting to know that I'm not the only person who's only, like, queer person that's gone through the coming out as bi first angle. I'm gonna be honest, I think most of my family knew I was queer in some way. And frankly, when I came out, I came out to my older sister, this past weekend, because I went to her house, and I was like, hey, just so you know, because I'm about to, like, put this on my social media, and I don't want you to find out through that, because my sister follows my Instagram, and a lot of my family follows my YouTube stuff. And she just kind of looked at me, and she was like, oh, okay, I thought that was already known, and I was like, well, damn, alright, cool. Glad we had this talk, thanks, Aaron. Let's see, where am I gonna... This is gonna be Locke. I think I've decided, because I've drawn her with a slimmer face and a longer torso spine line, so... So, we'll work on that. But yeah, no, it was very nice to know that was like, a normal experience, and it made the actual process of coming out a lot easier. Forgot where I was in the D&D line, as usual. Carmina Art, hello, welcome. If I've already welcomed you, I'm sorry. I'm terrible at remembering who I've said in chat, but welcome again. I don't know how much content I'm gonna be able to make, but I do, like, I want to make stuff again. I don't know, I'm just in a... I don't know if I'm just kind of coming out of the rut I was in, or if it's because, frankly, I am starting a new job, and I'm in kind of that, like, oh, everything's new kind of a high. Which, on that note, this will not be a very late stream, unfortunately, because I do also, you know, I've been going since 5 in the morning, but I do want to at least get a sketch done and just chat with you guys, because I missed it. I missed it here. Let's see where we're probably gonna have to move some cushions, but we're gonna put Locke here, and we're just gonna tuck her feet under, say it's tucked under her feet are like tucked under here. We'll do that. And alright, where are we gonna put, I think actually we're gonna lean Locke back a little. We're gonna I know what I'm gonna do with her position. We're gonna lean her back a little, put her arm back, bracing her. Do. Let's see. We'll say, like, here's her knee, right? And we'll try to do an illusion where we pull her arm back. And we'll just, like, pivot, like, her torso forward. And we'll, like, put one of her legs here. We'll probably clean this up and, you know, do some liquefy tool magic to it to get it, but we'll... her... I think I'm gonna have Locke be the one with the actual spout, since she's the one I drew first. And we'll probably just draw Flint, like, lounging here. So, less Flint and Locke flirting and more just Flint and Locke vibing. But hey, I've got plenty of stuff. I actually don't know if I can pull that one up. I will post this other one on my Bluesky or my Tumblr. Is my Tumblr, did I put my Tumblr in the description? I did not. Damn it, hold on. Let me do that. If you guys, like, miss my stuff, and because I still have been posting, I just haven't been posting on YouTube, and I abandoned my Twitter because I hated my Twitter. I hate what Elon Musk did to Twitter. I refuse to support it anymore. That, and I'm 90% sure the Twitter algorithm just fucking throttled me because it got to the point where my posts were just getting next to no engagement anymore, and I didn't know why. Nothing had changed. I was still posting the same way I always did. Let me just go ahead and Tumblr. Right. If you want to refresh the stream and see, I have now put my Tumblr link in. If you want to follow me on other things, I am on Bluesky. I've got my Bluesky in the, description. I am still on Instagram. I post on Instagram pretty frequently, and I'm on Tumblr. Which I know some people, if you guys might not like it, but frankly, Tumblr was the first place I came out on, so that should say something about my relationship with Tumblr. So if you guys, like, miss my stuff, I still post. I do. It's just not here. I also am in the process of reviving a DeviantArt, but I'm not gonna give that out yet, because frankly, it's just, it's barren, and, move Locke back a little. Actually, I might, don't bring out the ruler, I might make her a little smaller. And we're gonna pull her arm back. We might, honestly, I might just, like, put a giant cushion here and have, like, connect it to there and have her, like, that seems a bit better. A bit more balanced. The gay website, yes. Because I'm trying to find more places to put my artwork, because that isn't Twitter, because Twitter was my primary place I posted art, and I just hate it there now. So if you do want to see my stuff, and you want to see me on other socials, in the description, if you open the description, it's not there, refresh the stream, because I just put it in there. My Tumblr is shoobydoobies-doodles. My Bluesky is shoobydoobidoodles. My Instagram is Wystle while you work, I think. No, my Instagram is, that's wrong, because I definitely changed my Instagram name, damn it. My Instagram is shooby_doobie_doodles, spelled with 3 O's, and I'm just gonna put that in chat, because that is incredibly obnoxious for me not to just put in chat, and I'm sorry. Let me just do this again. Because I'm still around. I'm still posting, I'm still doing things. It's just not here. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry it's not here. Let's see. It should all be... Okay, yes. Everything's in there now. like I said, I'm working on reviving a DeviantArt. It's just I actually want to get shit on. I actually want to put shit on my DeviantArt before I be like, hey, go follow me on DeviantArt. Especially because that is like a very, I don't know if I'd say niche. I don't think I'd ever say DeviantArt is a niche site, but it's definitely like, you know, it was fucking ArtKid MySpace for a very long time, and now it's just weird and trying to be, God, it's just trying to be, actually, no, that the whole Shooby-Dooby-Doo thing also should take me. I'm renaming this channel eventually. I kept meaning to do it years ago, and I just, executive dysfunction, it just wouldn't happen. I couldn't get it to happen. If you have depression and anxiety, you understand exactly what I'm talking about. But I'm gonna be changing the name of this channel eventually, because my brand has changed. I am no longer Wystle While You Work. I don't go by Wystle anymore. The only thing I use Wystle While You Work for is my, it's like my professional email, and that's it. So, Shooby-Dooby-Doo is what I've kind of gone to now, as my art tag. It's what I sign most of my stuff with, as a Shooby-Dooby or Shooby-Dooby-Doo. So that's gonna happen at some point. So if I will probably make, like, honestly, a designated stream to do it so that it doesn't freak anyone out when suddenly I'm like, you know, a different human. What am I doing with her legs? I don't think that is my blog. If I'm honest with you, I don't actually know if I have had a Wystle While You Work blog. So the answer to that is no. The my current Tumblr blog is Shooby-Doobies, like Shooby-Doobies with an S, dash doodles at .tumblr.com. That's my current Tumblr. I should warn you now, I post a lot of spicy and borderline, well, not even borderline, just NSFW on there. I draw a lot of pinups. I'm working on a Vocaloid series right now because I'm trying to, one of my projects that I'm trying to accomplish is I'm trying to sell at a convention next year. So you can see some of my progress on that. But that's probably where I post the most of my art and also my general witchy stuff. If you guys didn't know, hi, I'm a green witch, and I've been one for like over 10 years. God, what is math? 13 years. And I like to post about it on Tumblr. So what do you want to be called now? Shelby or Shooby? Honestly, I'm so open now that you guys can call me Shelby. That's like, you know, it's totally fine. My friends call me Shoobs. That's why my name is getting changed, just because they all started calling me Shooby-Dooby, because I'm a stoner. But I also thought it was very fitting and fun. I'm gonna put Locke in like some fun deserty loungewear. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what Locke's getting. Call me Shelby, call me Shooby, call me, like, you can call me Wystle if you still want, that's okay, and I understand that's what most of you guys know me as. I would prefer if you called me Shelby, but I'm not gonna get, like, super mad if somebody, like, calls me Wystle because they didn't get the memo. So, you know, don't stress too much about it. Oh god, the liquefy tool's too good. Here, that's what we're gonna call that Locke, at least. And I think we're gonna put Flint. Well, there's the problem, because I could put her on this side, but then she's really far away from her girlfriend. You know what we're gonna do? Because I fucking can. We're gonna first cut this and put this on a new layer so I can move it without fucking anything else over. We're gonna go ahead and just put all of this to full. And we're going to move this just to the side a little bit, and we'll fix the table and fix everything else. That way, I have some room to put Flint, like, around here-ish. So she can be, like, kind of close and kind of be being flirty without, like, getting in the way. So we're gonna go ahead and adjust Locke's lines before, accordingly. We'll figure out where the hookah pipe is, like, the pipe, oh, the drugs are moving. That's how you know you've done too many drugs, kids. Alright. Yeah, well, but part of it is that, yeah, I love Scooby-Doo, and it's very fitting because Shaggy was always my favorite character, and I've grown up to be the person I am now. So. Oh, I forgot he was there. Oh my god, can I do this without fucking up my... hold on, I need to, like, actually find my Streamlabs so I can see what the hell I'm doing. But my boy is just being so fucking cute. Here, we're gonna move over to camera for a second, because you guys just need to see this perfectness. A fucking angel. I don't know what the hell I did to deserve this perfect fucking cat. But he's mine now. Right, alright, I think I'm gonna turn that down just a little bit. Adjust. And get back into frame. We'll go back to canvas now. Alright. Yes, cat, very important. He's the most important thing in my life. Hi. He also, like, never is allowed to... He's also never allowed to be on this table. He likes to be in the little cubby down here, but I've put shit in it because I needed to get stuff off my desk. So, he's normally not allowed up there, so he is just living his best life, and he's gonna be so confused when I move him later. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he's on a diet, don't worry. I was told by the vet he was a little too chunky. He's a big fucking cat. Like, he's a gigantic fucking cat. Like, if you can't tell by just how big he is on the... Hello? Why are you moving the projector? I saw my projector put stars all over the ceiling. I don't think you're gonna see it very well. I mean, you sort of can. When I get to the close-up, you can see it. And I just saw the stars moving on the ceiling and was like, what? I know, my stuff stole his spot. I'm sorry, okay, but... And I needed to clear my desk so that I could appear that I'm not a complete slob. with a messy room and a messy desk and messy office. I'm not, usually, for the record. I just, like I said, this was incredibly spontaneous and spur of the moment. I literally made the announcement while I was on the bus ride home. And was like, hey, I'm gonna stream. So... me just, God, have we already been going for an hour? Damn. And all I know. We'll probably go for another hour, and that's probably when I'll call it off, because I don't want to be up later than 10 o'clock tonight, and it is 8 o'clock where I am right now, and I need time to, like... What are you doing? You know what? Hold on. We need to have a cat intervention, I think, also to give Shelby's hand a break and fucking figure out how we're gonna put Flint in here, but... We're gonna have a cat intermission, and I'm just gonna talk to you guys for a minute while I grab him. Come on, come to mama. Come. Oh, I know. You don't like being picked up. He really doesn't, but I do it anyway because he needs to get used to being handled. He's very, very loving. no, he's, what's funny is all of the people at work were calling him Garfield. He is not a grumpy cat. He loves any day that starts with food. He does love to sleep, but what he loves to do more is get in my lap and be in my way. I have a theory, actually, that he was an abandoned cat, because he had to have been somebody's house cat. He's so sweet and so personable and so loving. And I mean, like, that was from the get-go. He was so gentle and so sweet and so kind. When he first came to me, when I first started seeing him pop up around my hotel, I started working at this hotel in December. He'd apparently been coming around since November. And when I first met him, he jumped into my lap nearly immediately. He is incredibly, incredibly sweet, and oh, just look at him. He loves scratches, he loves pets, he loves attention. His butt scratches are his favorite, and it always makes him kind of freak out and start looking in the air, and I find it fucking hilarious. So I have a theory, and it's not a happy one, but I think he was thrown out of a car, because he is terrified of cars. He is terrified, like, every time he hears somebody pull up in my driveway, like if one of my roommates come home, or if he hears the garbage truck, oh god, he's so afraid of the garbage truck. He'll start crying and he'll hide. It is so fucking sad. We're gonna tilt the camera down just a tad so you guys can get more of him, because he's the most important thing here. I think that because my hotel was right by a major Florida highway, if you don't know, Florida has a massive highway that runs all the way through the state. I think he was thrown out of a car or abandoned on the side of the road, and he just kind of found his way to the hotel, and the hotel is very pet friendly with a lot of animal lovers that come stay with us. Stayed with us because I don't work there anymore. Oh, Pancake, thank you for the $2. Bribe him to give him even more pets. Oh, absolutely. I hope you know that this cat eats better than I do and is so goddamn spoiled. Like, he deserves it. He deserves every bit of it. Like, I'm not complaining that he is spoiled. He deserves every goddamn bit of, like, all of the love he gets, because I can't imagine what he came from, but he was clearly someone's cat. When I got him, I did check to see if he was microchipped, because I was so convinced he was somebody's cat. He was so sweet and so loving and so personable and so okay with anybody doing anything. Like, the only time he would get at all, like, bitey or scratchy is when you picked him up, and frankly, I wouldn't want a random stranger to pick me up either, so I don't really blame him. I think he was somebody's cat that they didn't want anymore, and I can't fucking fathom why. Just look at him. He's perfect. He's just, I love, big dopey cats and derpy cats. While he is, like, one of the most perfect cats ever, he's also the dumbest cat I've ever owned. This cat is afraid of hairbrushes. He's afraid of his own fur on the ground. He's afraid of his own fur flying in the air after he's gotten brushed. He cannot, I had his food. I had all his food, like, pre-portioned, and I was putting his food down because he still is on kibble. I'm trying to get him off of it because it's really not the best to give cats, but he's still on kibble that I mix with his wet food, and I didn't mix it one morning because I was running late, and he followed me around the room, got under my feet, would not leave me alone until I went and showed him that the block of pate that was in his bowl was actually food. He's just not... Listen, he's very beautiful, but there's just elevator music in there. He is just so dumb. And I say this with nothing but love and appreciation in my heart. He is a stupid cat, but I love him and he's mine. He is a perfect boy, and I would not want him any other way, but he is just a himbo of a cat. He is massive, he is strong, I have never had a cat that demanded to be spooned the way this cat does, and I'm not even kidding. I'm gonna pull up a picture and shove it at the camera and hope that it goes through. But this cat demands that I hold him at night because hey, I know. I know. What's that? What was that? He demands that I hold him at night because like he wants to sleep by me, but he wants to sleep with his back against my side or my chest as much as possible. And if I can't do that for him, mother, how dare you? He's just gonna be mad. I know, I've got a picture of me holding him. Aha! So oh god, can I do this? Oh, I know, I'm sorry, I took my arm out from under you. I need to hope that the camera will pick that up. There it goes. This cat demands to be fucking held like a whole ass baby. I don't know what to do. Actually, I do know what to do. I snuggle him. But I've never had a cat that was that demanding of attention. Oh, trust? This cat was sleeping on my chest within 2 days of me bringing him home. He picked me as his human. This is why he has to have been someone's cat. He had to. So, oh, I know, we've got lots of things to say. Oh, no. Are you getting tired of Mama harassing you? Do you want me to just let you sleep? But I can't let you sleep on my lap, because I need my lap for my tablet. Alright. We're gonna see if we can transfer him back to the table. Oh, he's getting comfortable. No. No, I feel so bad. You guys are gonna hear him cry. I'm sorry. I promise he's just a drama queen. Oh, I know. I know. Oh, and you pulled out one of my headphones. Good job, boy. Alright. He's very talkative. You can have whole fucking conversations with this cat. Like, and I smeared the shit out of my lipstick, didn't I? That's what I get for not setting it with powder. I'm gonna fix that real quick, actually, because I'm vain as hell and don't like looking bad on stream. So I'm just gonna fix this real quick, and then we'll get back to the stoner lesbians. I promise. All right, we're gonna. Now he's just licking himself, sad that I moved him, because I'm a bad mom. I'm not. I'm a fantastic cat mom. I take care of that cat better than I take care of me, and that's not hard. That's a very low bar. I shouldn't brag about that. Sorry, I can't really talk while I apply lipstick. Here we go. Goth Mom is back. Let's go. Okay, let's take us back over to the canvas. You could put whichever one you're drawing on their elbows, on their sides while smoking. Yeah, that's kind of the idea I want. I want Flint being close to Locke. Like, I want her to be, like, close enough that she could, like, maybe, like, reach over and, like, put a hand on her knee or something and, you know, just be gross, because that's what Flint is. Oh, okay. Alright, so I think we're gonna go with this here. Oh, this is an angle. Alright, so that's the head angle I chose. It's not the one I intended, but that's the one we're going for. You know, it would help if I probably tilted the canvas. And figured the jawline. Mauve Auburn, I'm really sorry if I said your name wrong, but welcome and thank you. It's good to be back. Okay, oh no, okay, I'm just seeing your suggestion for legs over legs. The only issue is I don't know if I can get the hookah in the shop without it being, like, annoying and distracting. Hoki, hi, welcome back. It's nice to see you again. Alright, now we're gonna go ahead and put her hand here. One of my favorite features about Flint is that she has a mechanical arm. I will not tell any of you guys why she has a mechanical arm. She just has a mechanical arm. There's a story reason for it, but you can't know about it until my party does, unfortunately. One of the things that got me really excited for her campaign was the employment of, like, a lot of Eberron-esque technology. It's not quite Eberron. I should be fully transparent. But it's Eberron-esque, where there is, like, magic tech and stuff like that. Alright, so we're gonna... That's her spine. That's one of her legs. That's... Put one of her legs up like that to be extra sassy. Aw, cat behind him, sure it's not forever. That is not Flint's chest size. Well, I would say it's more scrap punk than cyberpunk, personally. Because it isn't quite like neon. It's not quite neon lights and like cyborgs and cybernetics. It's more like Flint's arm was originally a scrapped warforged arm, which might be mildly fucked up, but you know, she needed an arm. That warforged clearly wasn't using it anymore. I don't actually know where that the warforged arm came from, but we're not gonna talk about that. Alright, we'll make that one of her legs. We'll make that one of her knees. We'll put this foot out and what is that Metaton meme? What's on the menu? Legs? What was that? Oh god, that should say how fucking old I am. I remember when that was fucking peak memes. Way back in the day. Oh, I miss Undertale memes. I miss Undertale memes so much. Air steampunk arm. Yeah, kind of. Like I said, it is much more like scrap punk than cyberpunk. She wanted a high-stakes game of rock, paper, scissors. That's great. I love that. And I'm no, Hoki, I'm absolutely gonna have her say that at some point. That is fucking hilarious, and I need to, like, think of funny quips for when people ask her how she lost her arm. So no, I'm gonna absolutely use that. I lost it in a high-stakes game of rock, paper, scissors. Oh, Pancake, you're in for a fucking treat. Undertale is one of my favorite games of all time. People got so fucking, like, aggressive over that game, but I fucking adore Undertale. It's genuinely one of the best games I've ever played. I was also a huge Earthbound fan, though, so, like, just aesthetic-wise, I love that game. Story-wise, I love that game. I cannot listen to his theme, the track, his theme, without bawling, because that part of the game made me cry so much. And what's crazy is it's no voice acting, it's just really good it's like, it's just text. And yes, a wonderful story, a very, like, God, Toby Fox, we don't fucking deserve Toby Fox. We really don't, because God, fucking man writes some of, I don't think he wrote all the Homestuck music, but he wrote some of the Homestuck music. I know several tracks that are some of my favorite he wrote. Then he went and made this fucking whole ass game with some of the best music I have ever heard in my life. Just, nothing but good things to say about Toby Fox. Alright, so this is where the liquid tool is gonna be my best friend, because I made Flint's head way too big compared to Locke. So we're just gonna, you know, we're just gonna pinch everything in. And that looks a bit better. Well, and it's just, I don't know what it is about some, like, I know everybody, I know that, like, Megalomania and Bone Trestled are, like, memed to absolute shit, but, like, genuinely, songs like, Undying, her theme, are fucking amazing. Songs like his theme and just Undertale are fucking amazing, and, like, I mean, I'm definitely somebody who, it doesn't take a lot for music to make me cry, especially if it's, like, really good. Especially if it's, like, really good, like, kind of techno-y music like that. Again, I grew up playing games like Earthbound and a lot of, like, JRPGs that used a lot of these same kinds of sounds in the soundtrack. You know what? We're gonna put Locke in a halter top. Because one of my favorite things about Genasi are at least Fire Genasi are the fire lines. At least that's what I'm gonna call them. And I want to show off, all of Flint's scales, and I want to show off all of, Locke's, like, I'm just gonna put Locke's art here, because I realize some people in here might not even know what the fuck Locke looks like. But one of the reasons I love Genasi so much is I love Genasi the same way I love tieflings, and that is that they come in so many different varieties and flavors and colors, and I just fucking love it. So I was originally gonna have Locke very bright-skinned, like very red-skinned. Actually, I'll fucking pull this up. Locke was originally a tiefling. And when I was gonna bring her over to being a Genasi, I was gonna keep most of her complexion and just give her fire hair. And then I went on Pinterest. And then, oh god, I went on Pinterest. Veins? I'm not sure if I would call it veins, though, because I don't follow any sort of artery. I went to Pinterest, and I was like, alright, let me just look up then I went to Pinterest just to look at people's, like, Fire Genasi art, just to get some general inspiration, you know, just to see what I wanted. And I saw this one picture where it was a Genasi, and if I still had it, I'd show it, because I would love to give the credit. But no, I did not come up with this idea, nor do I think anybody would think I would come up with this idea. It's, you know. But it was, they had very dark, like, ashen-colored skin with just veins of orange and gold. And I was like, that looks cool. That looks like cracked lava. I want to do that. And so I did that to Flint's girlfriend. And that was very long-winded when I could have just said, oh yeah, I saw something cool on Pinterest. Oh, one day. So, I need to pull Locke back over here. I need to look at her hair. What kind of dress is Flint wearing? A fantasy one that would never work. Again, this was a dress I'm pretty sure I found on Pinterest. I'm pretty sure I found this idea on Pinterest. I don't remember the artist, but I just know that it had this, like, cool, like, cagey wings looking thing, and Flint's motif is that she's dragony, because she is a draconic sorcerer, so I thought it looked cool, kind of like fiery dragon wings when I put them on her, and honestly, it was just an excuse for me to draw her naked back and all of her scales. I'm just gonna be straight with you. Not that that's not... I wanted to just draw flint scales. That's it. Alright, so I think we're going to get the girls' hair on, block in some outfits, and get a few, and get some expressions, and clean it up a little, and that's probably where we'll leave this. Not that we're leaving anytime soon, but we're closing in at about 20 minutes-ish, probably. Maybe a little over. I might go a little longer just to clean things up. So, let's see. Yeah, thank you, Mayday. You won't find a lot of straight things here, but I'm trying not to lie to you. Also, one of the reasons I fucking love fire genasi. I love drawing fire's hair, and same reason I love water genasi. I love drawing water as hair. I wonder if I can find this, but, way back when I first started, let me see, I've got to go through a few folders here. When I first started doing D&D stuff, back before I had amassed really any sort of a following, I did a lot of D&D inspired adoptables, which, if you don't know what an adoptable is, it is it's just a design you make that you can sell, where, like, you know, you spend time putting something together. Like for me, I was I was designing a lot of D&D characters. I was doing a lot of tieflings. Here, I'll bring up a couple. These are not available anymore. These are all sold. Also, this is art from 6 years ago, so please be gentle. Please be gentle on me. And full disclosure, this next set was actually a collaboration I did with a friend, so I did not do these lines. The sketches that actually make up the bulk of this, I just did the lines and the color. But basically, I would just go and I would, make a lot of these designs and I'd sell them, and that was how I made some income. And, I got really into genasi, and I got really into tieflings, because you can do them in so many different colors and flavors and, you know, all that. Water genasi is specifically, I'll do like a little doodle up here. I did this one that had like a really fun braid, and I'll just quickly block out a braid here. That ended in like this drippy like water orb. This reminded me way back in the day when I was on DeviantArt, and I was a part of a community on DeviantArt that was very much focused on like Adventure Time original characters. It was mostly just, it was as connected to Adventure Time as it was like, oh, it's just a bunch of people making royal characters with like heavy themes, like I know that like I made just an entire kingdom and like collaborated with a bunch of people to make like an alcohol-based kingdom where all the characters were like designed after different cocktails. Like I remember there was somebody who made a Mai Tai. There was I made mine, I think, off of Fireball whiskey and limoncello liquor, as well as like the two royals being based off of red and white wine. But one of my favorite things about it was when people would do like heavily thematic characters that were like based off of drinks or say based off the beach, they would do like all this fun texture in the hair. I had one friend that made a character that was like based on pie, and they had this really cool way they did their hair where it looked like this, it was shaped and styled as if it was hair, but it looked like pie filling with little bits of crust as like hair accessories, and it was really, really cute. So yeah, I think that is probably why I love genasi so much, specifically because I love doing a lot of texture in hair. And fire genasi hair is fun and also easy. It's just, can you draw some squiggly lines that vaguely look like fire when you color it orange? Yeah? Cool, you've got a fire genasi. Good job. There you go. Flint, I think, is far simpler in terms of her style, which I think will probably complement this pretty well. Because Flint's just, honestly, my hairstyle from 2 or 3 years ago, if you guys were around when I had the half shave. Let's see, what do we want to put Flint in? She doesn't wear a lot of clothes. Hmm. I will not answer any questions as to how Flint is a draconic sorcerer, but yes, she is a snake woman with connections to dragons. Make of that what you will. I think I'm just gonna really simplify her scarf that she wears as a shirt. Me and my DM have joked a lot about Flint's clothes because we're not even really sure. Like, what is this? Like, alright, here's her torso, right? And here's boobs. How does this work? Like, how is she wearing this? Who the fuck knows? I don't know. It looked fun. It's fun, and Flint gets to show off all her skills. So it's fucking sorcery. She's a sorcerer. It's clearly magic. I feel like I'm blowing out my mic, and if I'm getting too loud, please tell me, because I'm getting very excitable, and I feel like that's probably having something to do with it. God, I haven't had this much fun streaming in a really long time. This is great. I'm definitely gonna have to do this again, because this is nice, and I genuinely, like, it was sad that we're, like, 20 minutes out before I'm gonna have to cut it, but, I definitely need to do this more. Yeah, exactly. Magic. It's just fucking magic. She's goddamn magic. Let's see. Now, do I want to put her in shoes? I don't think so. I think she's lounging, so I think I'm just gonna scrunch up some pants for her, because she got some very simple trousers. Nothing fancy. And those are toes, and we'll call these toes. I'm really bad at drawing bare feet, but I'm trying really hard to get better at it. I think what probably helped a lot is I had a... Let me just take this down a little bit so I can get their expressions in. I had a druid that never wore shoes. I'll pull her up too, because she's honestly perfect as well, and I would commit many crimes for her because she's just an innocent bean, and I love her, and I'm so sad her campaign's dead. It hurts, and I post about her a lot on my Tumblr. Where's a good picture of her? That's a good picture of her. This is a Laylor. This is the character I was playing in the game after I nuked the entire campaign. She is a star druid. She's a sweet little bean. I just absolute innocent little baby. She had by the time her campaign was ending, she had an adorable inter-party romance, which I don't do that often, but I was really happy with how this one was working out with our party's blood hunter Dorn. They were precious, and I loved them, and it was so sad when the campaign ended because it was literally like right after they sort of started dating. But drawing all of the Ellie art that I did, I had to learn how to draw her with no shoes because Ellie hated to wear shoes. That was like a point of contention at some point. Dorn specifically picked up a pair of shoes when he found out we were going into the snowy mountains because he knew Ellie didn't wear shoes and was worried that her feet would get cold. So, I had to get somewhat better, but I'm still not very confident in drawing feet. I can get the shape alright. Like, these aren't terrible shapes, but when I actually sit down to, like, draw in the details, it feels like they get weird and chunky. It's just one of those things it's one of those things that require practice, you know? Just, I don't practice it enough. Not that, like, my attempts have been bad by any means. They could be better. Alright, let's get Locke's eyebrows, and we'll figure out where her nose is. I'm thinking Locke is probably mid-exhale. Probably just when If you don't smoke weed, I don't know how else to explain this, but there's like a moment when it just starts hitting. That is like the moment of bliss, and I think that's probably where I'm gonna put her, is like kind of half-lidded and relaxed expression, and I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble for the amount of time I'm talking about smoking weed here. If it helps at all, I'm legally allowed. I have a medical card. YouTube, if you get mad at me for this, please don't get mad at me. I'm not showing it. I'm just talking about it. It's educational. I'm educating people. That's all. No, I think it'll be fine. I think that was probably one of the reasons I stopped posting as much as I did, is like I started getting a lot of my videos claimed for music that was mine, mind you, and it would just take forever to get back in, and then it would be nuked in the algorithm, and just a lot of YouTube changes kind of killed my want to create, but I think it's kind of coming back. Sorry guys, heavy concentration. I'm so bad at drawing expressions, specifically mouths. I don't know what it is. Oh, that was smoke cloud. Alright, and we'll go ahead and adjust the size here. I do this a lot when I draw, so that's why I try to keep my expressions on separate layers so that I can have that ability. Now Flint is gonna be fun because her face is at a really weird angle. Hikari Chance, thank you and welcome. It's pretty nice, honestly. Not that like I don't think it made me any different than I actually am. It's just really nice to be like, oh, okay, that's why I really like drawing girls. It's like genuinely that was one of the not to like segue back into like the coming out talk, because I really want to make that its own designated stream. I feel like that's an important thing to like designate a whole stream to talking about. I think one of the things that always made me wonder, am I like what the fuck, is that I just fucking love drawing women and I love drawing pinups, and I don't like doing that for men. And it's not that like I'm bad at it. I don't think I'm as strong at drawing men as I am women, but I'm not like terrible by any means. But I think that was one of the things, especially when I was younger, I would be like, why am I always drawing big titty girls? Like, why am I always drawing like girls with large tits? What is going on? Little did I know. Just wait a few years, Shelby, and you'll fucking understand. I said I was drawing expressions, and then I went and finished blocking out her hair, but you know what? We're just gonna work with it. So Flint, I think I'm gonna have a slightly more mischievous expression, as is Flint. I cannot forget that she has a split eyebrow. Like a split shaved eyebrow with an eyebrow piercing. I always forget it because I gave her too many fucking details. I'll give her a big cheeky smile, mostly because I love showing off that she has gap teeth. One of my favorite features about Flint is the fact she's got a gap in her front teeth. I find it so cute and endearing and so mischievous. I think it informs a lot of who she is just immediately, and the second I put it in there I was like, oh god, she's my new favorite. I love her. We'll also probably put her in a half-lidded expression, and we'll get a look at where Locke is and try to draw a little bit of her lower eyelids so we can tell that she is indeed looking at her girlfriend. Alright, now it's just putting scales on. Flint's scales are both my favorite part about drawing her and my least favorite part, because there's a lot of them, but once I have them on, it looks so fun. And right, alright, let's pull back and let's start cleaning this up. Just gonna... I didn't draw her ear right. Oh, and I did that. Don't do that. There we go. Oh god, she looks fucking stoned. God damn. Her whole face looks lopsided. Hold on. I need to fix this. There's looking stoned, and then there's looking melted. She looks fucking melted. Play with some proportions a bit. And also, like... I don't know why I'm seeing her right now, and I'm seeing... I don't know how many Hamilton fans I have here in the audience. If you are one, hi. I love that musical. But I'm just seeing, like, some of the depictions of Aaron Burr that I've seen on fucking... based on his actor, not the actual historical figure Aaron Burr, but the actor who played Aaron Burr in Hamilton. I'm just seeing him, and I don't like that. Alright, we might just need to fucking, when in doubt, do not be afraid to try again. Alright, we're just gonna forget that happened. Also, I realized her eyes were way too far apart. Never be afraid to start over. It's one of my best things I could ever tell anybody. Just don't be afraid to erase shit and just start again. The Skylar sister. Yep, there you go. All right, let's see if we'll do the split her split in her eyebrow and stuff in a minute. I want to map out her features first. Let me just put her back here so I can make sure. Alright, now we will go ahead and put all her... Alright, go ahead and do this and this and get her snake bites, because of course she has snake bites. If I felt like if I had made a Yuan-Ti with this many piercings and didn't give her snake bites, it would have been a fucking crime. Right. Okay, I see what I need to do to kind of edit this here, and I think this might have been where I made a problem before, but I need to make her head a little bit bigger and then squish her neck down, because I think her neck is too long. Oh, you know, that's just the joy of trying to fit two fucking figures into a shot when you did no planning. That looks a bit better. I'm so happy seeing the Hamilton references in chat now. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. I went on like a kick not too long ago where I was just going down like, I'm sure that if you're a fan of the music and have at all put into the YouTube algorithm that you like it, you've probably been recommended a few of the animatics, like the really popular ones. Like, God, what the hell? I think it's Sis. I want to say, I'm so bad at remembering names, but most people have seen like one specific one, and I think that's why I keep seeing fucking I kept seeing fucking Aaron Burr in her face. Right, so I think we're gonna call this... I'm gonna go ahead and map out Locke's Genasi lines. That's what I'm gonna call them. They're not gonna be as visible with all her guidelines on her arms, but you know, it's fine. We'll work with it. Alright, we're just gonna do that. And I think I have them come down over her chest, over her abdomen. Go ahead and put that there. Right. So I just need to get the hose in, because that's the one thing I didn't put on, was the hookah, like, hose. I don't know what to call it. Much of a stoner as I am, I don't own a hookah, and I'm kind of terrified too, because I feel like I'll break it. I'm terrified I'm gonna break my own fucking like fucking pipe or my bong. I'd be too afraid to own a hookah. They're so expensive. Right. I need to do just a tiny bit more editing here, because Flint is also really short, and I feel like I made her legs very long. So let me just... fix that. Alright, and then we'll clean it up. Then we'll probably start wrapping it up, especially because I'm starting to get, like, eye-watery sleepy, so I am tired. But here's what we got for so far. Go ahead and unplug my tablet here. Sorry that you're gonna hear some noises. Okay, and put that away. And here are the girls. We have Flint and Locke getting high, because that's what this stream culminated into. I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to camera. So, thank you for coming and hanging out with me. And for as many of you guys who came as you did, frankly, I expected like maybe 5 people to show up, not 20. And I appreciate every single one of you that decided to spend a couple hours with me out of your night. And, you know, draw and talk, and it feels really nice to be back doing this. Actually, I feel like this is probably the most animated I've been on a stream in a really long time. So, this was nice. I don't want to make any promises that this is gonna be a super often thing. I know I kind of want to do this tomorrow, but I'm gonna leave that, just keep an eye on my community tabs, basically. Because that's where I will be probably the most vocal about it. But I really enjoyed this. This was nice. It was great seeing everybody back. Thank you, all of you, again, for coming back, and chatting with me, and helping give me suggestions, and, you know, just this was lovely. Thank you, guys. You guys are fantastic. I'm gonna wind us down now. because, like I said, it's almost 9 o'clock. Shoobs is very, very sleepy, because Shoobs works too much and gets up too late and too early, and, you know, can't stay up late. So, oh, that's totally fine, RRS. Thank you for showing up as you did. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Whether you stayed with me for, like, the nearly 2 hours or just came in the last 5 minutes, thank you for coming by. This was really nice. Like I said, I want to try and do this tomorrow, I think, but I'm gonna kind of play that by ear. But until then, you guys have a wonderful night, and I will hopefully see you guys